Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Power Rangers Heirs to Olympus, where the only thing worse than Greek gods is
Other Greek
nothing.
gods.
Other Greek gods, I'll take that. Yeah, I was going to say nothing, but other Greek gods is, acceptable answer.
This is what happens when you try to turn a lesson into a character.
It's pretty fair. Before we do a bit of a recap / introduction to this story, let's introduce the lovely players and their characters, starting with the individual in the top left corner.
I'm Killian, and I will be playing Millie, the Purple Ranger with a penchant for snakes, and apparently everyone's problem.
I'm next, right?
You are next.
Hello, I am Michael, playing Winslow, the Red Ranger, and it's fine. I'm totally fine.
Hi guys, I'm Sabina. I play Thea, the Green Ranger, and there's some magic going on of many kinds.
Hello, I'm Michael. I'll be playing Alexander, the Pink Ranger, and I have been through some shit.
You're not wrong.
Greetings and salutations, audience. My name is Panic, and I do play Daniel LaRue III, the White Ranger of this team. Currently embroiled in a dangerous tea party with Calypso.
Give us.
Y'all are used to me doing the lovely introductions, but to keep it thematic, to keep it in story, because our last episode ended with...
And just to screw with me.
And just to screw with Michael, because it's enjoyable. Our last episode ended with Alexander bursting out of the water of the swimming pool to see Millie, Thea, and Athena having a pillow fight.
A+.
Yep. And we're going to ask the lovely Alexander to take it away from there.
So tempted. Are we continuing exactly from there, or has any time elapsed?
Alexander?
Exactly from there.
I take this moment to hit Athena with another pill.
We have a problem. Guys' night, too drunk, things happened. We found Atlantis, and Winslow decided to go off by himself, and now him and they're stuck on Calypso's island. She's got control of them. Take these earplugs, you need them.
Whoa. Rewind, Alexander, and I'm assuming Daniel, I think you've dropped a name, are stuck on Calypso's island?
Yes, so apparently Atlantis has been there the whole time. It's actually under Ares' no.
Yeah, Poseidon's... Creed has a coin for it, so we can go.
Yeah, it's been under Poseidon's aquarium this whole time. But when Winslow decided he was going to go and look for it, I think he was probably still drunk at that point. And I'm just trying to make excuses for you, my guy. It's cool.
Because truly nothing justifies this.
He ended up somehow getting transported to Calypso's island, where me and Daniel went to look for him. They got brainwashed, and Daniel saved my life by forcing me back here. We need to go get them, but Calypso can do this thing, it would appear, with her voice that controls people. So
Millie is running into the house to get the coin from Creed and apologizing profusely, saying that she'll get something else from a mermaid for it.
As you turn around to run, Athena just whacks you back with a pillow and then just drops it to the side.
She launches me towards the house exactly where I needed to go.
I just sigh. Well, I'm like, I guess I'm not winning this. I just set the pillow down.
Also, medic. And then
crap.
Collapse face first into the water.
Oh shit, man. I mean, I will cast I got spells for days. I'll cast healing bandages on him.
Right. The first thing that popped into my
Nice.
head when you said I cast was just fireball.
I'm just gonna cast fireball on him. Just put him out
There's
of his.
no other
misery.
spell a wizard needs. It's
Mhm.
the only spell in the book.
Yep.
Solves every problem.
So it's a D8. So it's a downcast 3. So that brings me to what, a D2?
862.
A D2. It's not a superior enchantment, so it's just regular.
No, but you do have an upshift to your spellcasting, remember? So it will
I
bring
do,
you
so
to a
that's a
D4.
D4.
What even is magic?
My Little Pony stuff.
I come running back out with the coin and
Because
just see
Renegade
Thea
has yet to give
glowing
us power.
and standing over Alexander. That's new and nifty, and then keeps going.
Thea's just standing like Numo Gregworth IDs.
22. I rolled a
22
natural 20 and
is-
2.
Yeah, 22 is successful, so you will
So you get 2 points. So you
There
heal
you go.
2 damage.
Woo! That would take me back to full health.
For now.
Alexander will instantly come to, turn to Thea and when did you learn to do that?
Do you remember that part when I was training with a goddess for that wild?
I honestly don't pay that much attention to what you people do, but yeah.
Wow, shots fired. Okay.
But thank you. Now,
Nice to Thea, or I'm gonna go get Amelia on your ass.
Ooh. Yeah, you remember that time I saved you from Amelia? Watch out.
Anyway, time is of the essence.
Well, I've got the coin so we can at least get to Atlantis, but I don't know if that helps us get to Calypso's island.
Why don't we talk to one of the many goddesses around us? Looks to Athena.
Yeah.
Looks to Aphrodite.
You, come here, quickly. We need help.
Athena looks back and just, as much as we may have mended some bridges, I do believe that this is my time to depart. I wish you luck, but I will not be involved.
Fair enough. Drink sometime.
I respect your decision, and I would like to continue this fight another time. This was quite fun.
You have my number.
I do. Well, Millie
Um,
does. I'll just steal it from her.
Athena strolls out of the house onto the beach and back the way she came from. At the same time, Aphrodite sort of pokes her head out, Medusa in tow. It's just, she's gone?
He's gone.
So, all of the waters that touch Atlantis are linked together.
Does this mean we need to go back to the? Does this mean we need to go to the
So if we
aquarium?
go to Atlantis, then we can get to Calypso's island because it's connected.
All of the waters that touch Atlantis are connected to each other.
And he came through the pool, so
Oh.
does that mean the pool's connected to Atlantis?
She points over at the beach and it's just, no, but the ocean is.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do I still need
Why-
this coin then? Or can I give this back to Creed?
If you wish to keep it, you could, but you don't need the coin. No, it's just.
Oh, and she'll flip
Currency.
it into the house. Try and hit Creed with it from the yard.
Make me either a athletics or targeting check.
We're so good at this, guys. A+.
15.
It goes flying somehow through the air, through the open door, and you do hear Creed just, ow!
I don't need it. Thank you. Bye.
Medusa, I'm sorry to impose on you like this, but is there any chance you could come with us? Strength in numbers, and you may be the only person that can snap Winslow out of his funk. Whatever's going on with this magic, you may be able to do something about it.
She slowly shakes her head, and as she does so, you could almost hear snakes crawling across it, though you can't see them. She's still in her human mortal guys, the waters belong to Poseidon. He and
That's fair
I.
and valid. Millie will run
Yes.
over and give her a hug and pat the snakes on her head and then run for the beach. All right, I'm going.
I feel like this is a personal choice and not an actual restriction.
I still don't understand how we're quite getting there. Let's go.
I don't either. And then I dive into the water.
I just wanted her to turn this bitch to stone. I'm not gonna lie.
When you enter the water, you are hit with the cold, first of all. It's early in the morning. It's very sobering. So if anybody does have any...
I was going to say, if anybody's still drunk, they're not
yeah,
anymore.
not anymore.
I
It's
was a little affected, but I wasn't drunk.
that sudden hit of cold water that just like shakes you to your core, wakes you, shocks you. And as you picture Winslow and Daniel, the islands that you've already found yourselves on. Go on.
Oh, so I was gonna say, like, Alexander hasn't gone to the water yet. As like the other two have run off, he's gonna be like, it might be a good idea to transform first.
Oh,
We were already
still morphed
transformed.
we're still morphed from the
Oh,
pillow
they are
fight.
okay.
Yeah, we were morphed during the pillow fight because we were
Cut that
fighting a
bit, Matthew.
goddess.
As you consider, like, you picture the islands, you feel the water around you becoming warmer. And then where your feet were kicking at nothing, the tips of your toes suddenly brush stone and sands. You feel...
Maybe we should be stealthy at this point now, even though I know I suck at that.
Put your earplugs in.
I get up underneath the helmet and put them in.
You are treading water just about. For the taller individuals in the group, you can pretty much just stand. So
Good.
at least one individual's treading water, unfortunately. But you find yourself in a small pool surrounded on all sides by trees laden with apples. Fruit everywhere. You hear...
Oh, sorry, Matt. I'll let you finish.
So you hear clucking, and as you glance around, you can actually see chicken moving about, just pecking at the ground, looking for food.
Can I pet that dog?
Millie leans into Thea and is like, I wonder if that's Hey.
Wrong movie. We're not okay. Did we emerge from the water quietly, or did we make a bit of a splash?
Make me an infiltration check.
Yes, sir.
Also, have we come out in a bit that Alexander recognizes, or are we on a different part of the island?
This is the water that you got pushed into and then found yourself...
Ah, cool. Oh, damn, I have a D6 in infiltration. When did that happen?
I have no
When
infiltration.
you made the character.
I have a D2, so I managed a 21.
I got an 8.
I managed a
'Cause I have
critical
snag.
12.
Millie, the one saying, I'm real bad at this, is the only
Well, I got a spell and I didn't cast it. Well, I have the invisibility spell, but that's about all I got.
Let's have a look.
I'm not a speedy person. I'm a strengthy person.
Unfortunately, you do hear footsteps as Alexander and Thea.
Mhm.
Yeah, Alexander and Thea surface from the water. Millie, somehow, possibly because you're still partially submerged, there's no big splash, or you're able to move about.
I'm very,
without...
very alligator, just
Yeah,
peeking
just-
above the water.
But for Alexander and Thea, unfortunately, you've definitely made enough noise that you can hear people coming towards you.
I will quickly make my way out of the water so I'm on flat ground. toting Millie behind me, so she just whooshes like a cape behind me in the water.
I'm just holding on to her belt.
Yep.
As you come up onto the shore, as you come up onto dry land, you find yourself in a beautiful green field. There's paths and trails that have been walked through it over time. You can see where people have sort of moved from tree to tree, and you see even more chicken just roaming. On top of that, you see the goddess Calypso, her beautiful golden blonde hair just drifting past her shoulders. You see a red ranger standing protectively next to her. And then you see Daniel. Daniel, whilst Alexander has been gone, what have you been up to?
Could you give me a rough time frame for how long Alexander's been gone?
It's been about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. So for 4 minutes and 59 seconds, Daniel has been insulting Calypso through sophistry and praise without stopping to breathe. He hasn't stopped talking for 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Everything that comes out of his mouth is technically a compliment, but the underbite, he's not going to break guest rights and get himself killed, but if anything, he will impress Calypso with the fact that he hasn't managed to shut up yet.
Is Daniel not under her control?
Nope,
No, I
the
never
only
was.
one was Winslow.
Just me.
Daniel made a deal. I believe that's what it was.
Yes.
I force-fed her ambrosia and then forced her to give me guest rights. And then I retroactively said that the food she ate was also a gift and that she owed someone else a favor, and that's how I got you off the island.
Mm-hmm.
Very quietly and oh god, names are eluding.
I'm
me
going to
today.
stop you right now. With their earplugs in, they can't hear you.
Can't hear you. This
I will
is your
say-
fault. You're the one who suggested the earplugs.
I will say, if you make me an alertness perception check, it will be auditory based. If you make a challenging difficulty check, which would be a 15, I would say you can hear each other enough to have a conversation.
That's a no. I got a 9.
And Millie can hear you. Yeah.
It's the
what
kind
is-
of thing where it's like they can hear fine, so Alexander is just going, guys, I think we should sneak up on.
Be careful! Winslow is under her thrall!
Just so
No,
loud. Just
I
so
rolled a 14. I rolled just under.
But Millie can hear you. Unfortunately, you can't hear Millie back, and Thea can't hear either of you.
I can't hear anyone.
Sees Millie's lips moving through the helmet. What?
Oh no.
All right.
It's gonna go
When I
great,
figure out Thea's gonna do something stupid, she's gonna remove the earplugs from her ears.
Don't do that. Don't
Millie
do that.
is gonna whisper to Eve and have Eve try and infiltrate and sneak in and be near Winslow.
Spell.
Oh, nope. Eve is not very stealthy. Eve rolled a 6.
How long is the duration? Aha!
It's an awful D20, unfortunately.
But Eve isn't making her way over to Winslow, just not stealthily.
You, Thea, when you remove your earplugs, you can hear the ceaseless tirade from Daniel.
It's an endless barrage of failed insults.
But what you also hear just over that is a beautiful singing voice.
Uh-huh.
It sings of home, it sings of family and dinners and meals around a table. It sings of hardship and struggles. But it doesn't seem to be affecting you in the way that Alexander warned.
Is it because she's magic?
No, it's because I rolled a 13.
She rolled a 13.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's because I rolled really poorly.
I am going to cast another spell. I just don't know what I want to use it on. I think.
Might I suggest a fireball?
Right here.
Who has good persuasion?
Sorry, me? Like, it's not very helpful right now.
You are
But
brainwashed right now. Get out.
I have nothing in persuasion.
Yeah,
Don't
I have
say.
nothing.
We
I have
persuade with
deception,
performative
but I do not
dance.
have persuasion.
not only do you have cookies, you have all of these apples and a cornucopia of delights.
I have a spell that I
Significantly
could
less
give somebody
gainful.
specialization and something for an entire scene. And I was going to use it for persuasion, but I only have a D2 in persuasion, so that wouldn't give me talkie mushrooms.
I
Winslow,
have a D4 in deception.
Mhm.
That might work.
when you see your friends resurface, when you see Eve the snake trying to slither through grass that just isn't long enough to hide her, you get the urge to say hello, to greet them, but also to ensure that they don't come any closer towards Calypso.
Guys, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop right there, please.
What?
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Great. Having a
Great.
great time.
Yeah.
Daniel will shut the hell up.
Hey, Daniel, how you doing?
Oh, excellent. The ambiance of this island is so quaint and perfect.
Hmm.
There is so much hatred in Daniel's eyes. It really
You must-
suits her, you know?
Yeah. And then she'll look over to Calypso and be like, "You must be Calypso. I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting yet."
No, I've never seen a green one like you. I've seen all these others. There's a red. Winslow, dear, maybe get our friends some chairs from inside the house.
Of
About
course.
to call him a deer again.
I will go
Okay.
get changed.
Really just want to shoot this bitch in the face.
It didn't work the last 5 times you tried it.
I would guess that Alexander let us know that he was unable to hit her before we got here.
No, he didn't want to worry you.
Worry us.
Awesome. So,
Brilliant.
You know, if we all try and hit her together.
It would be lovely. Thank you so much.
You see for a moment that Calypso leaves with Winslow, staying quite close to him. And whilst Winslow comes out with a wooden chair for everybody, Calypso walks in, lifts a wooden dining table full of food, turns, carries it, and places it next to the chairs. Easily, the table itself, the weight of any of you.
They're still trying to whisper. Alexander will be like, "Oh yeah, she's really strong."
Thea will just look at him and be like, "Shh."
What?
Millie is going to do real quick, going to activate the emotional mastery of guilt. and bring up the aura view.
Calypso has there's some black to her aura,
Mm-hmm.
but it's much more green.
1 second, I did not pull that up yet.
There's essentially she feels shame, sadness, but also grief.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the sadness itself is so profound that
Would you like to know Daniel's emotions?
Unyielding
Actually.
rage.
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't
I
hear.
said
Oh,
actually.
I mean, look. Do you want them? Because I do have them.
Yeah.
Not in color form. There is an intense wall of anger that is shielding a very tiny inner it's a sphere of anger surrounding a pinpoint of mortal terror.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
I saved your list of colors.
Winslow,
You
on the
just
other
know,
hand,
I do.
Extreme
It's just-
infatuation.
yep, just infatuation. Just it is such
This
a
MF is
vibrant
horny.
pink. It is almost blinding.
I would think it would be like pink and purple.
He is
Probably.
very clearly just doting on every word.
You just look at Winslow and hear Chicago playing.
And all that jazz.
No, not that one. The band Chicago.
I don't know the band Chicago.
You're the meaning to my life. You're the inspiration.
Oh. That song. Sorry. I don't know the band name. I just know the song name. I love that song.
Because you're 12. Fine.
I'm not 12, sir.
Calypso takes a seat at the table, passes a chicken leg over to Winslow, and gestures for everybody to sit, but she doesn't invite you to eat.
I wasn't going to eat anyway. I will take a seat. Very, very graciously, I will take a seat.
Millie's gonna take a seat and not be able to see over the table.
Oh, crap. We forgot to bring your phone books.
I'll go get a booster seat. I just put a smaller chair on that chair.
Just 2 chairs stacked.
Alexander will sit down and like shoot a look over to Daniel, like, "Are you okay?" sort of look. Like,
Daniel's not okay.
Daniel like slow turns his head to look at Alexander, and it's like in the BGM you just hear the sound of like a rusty metal being moved as he turns his head.
Millie is sitting there, but you can, if anybody's like paying attention, you can see that she's getting more and more fidgety as she has activated the guilt, and guilt is like overwhelming her that she pushed this, and this is why this is happening.
That Thea would notice. 'Cause I think Thea might notice. Being her best friend. So noticing that Millie is noticing things, she'd kind of like give her like a little like squeeze of her hand and then turn her attention back to Calypso.
Darlings, what are you all here for?
what? Sorry, I'm gonna stop that bit. I'm so sorry.
It seems that you have a few friends of ours.
Well, this one won't leave, and she gestures sort of dismissively in Daniel's direction. She doesn't even look at him. It's just this one over there. He won't leave. And
What a disrespectful way to treat your guest, Calypso.
Winslow, darling, do you want to leave?
Why would I want to leave?
Exactly.
Can I get a read with my magic training on Winslow to sense what kind of spell it is or anything? Because Alexander did tell us that he was under a spell, correct?
He did, yes. I'll say make me a spellcasting check. You will do so. You will do so with no downshifts because
So
it would have
just
been
straight
enough time to.
'cause-
Yeah,
Yeah, so just my straight D8.
it'd be enough time by now to have it restored.
Yay! Love
Millie
that.
would like to reach out because she would have sat close enough to Calypso to touch her. And as a free action, drop my aura and try and mesmerize her.
Make the skill check for me. See, you hear a stingy tone to Calypso's voice. There's just the way that she speaks is quite rhythmic.
Mhm.
There's always a pattern to her words.
Mhm.
And you remember when you first sort of took your earplugs out, you could hear singing.
Mhm.
And you sort of put two and two together, what you know of Calypso as it is, and the magic you studied, and you're fairly certain that it is the song that has Winslow in her form.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
And do I need to roll anything to try and mesmerize her from the dropping of my aura?
There is. I'm just trying to remember what it is. Sorry, bear with me a second. I have it on here.
Because you didn't give me anything outside with touch. As a free action, you can dismiss this to impose the mesmerized condition on an individual with
Is
a
it
touch.
just a free action?
In combat, it would give my attack this alternate effect. But if I'm just doing outside,
Just as a normal.
Would that be like a persuasion or something?
No, it's literally just touch. Make me any sort of like athletics or might or brawn or anything.
Because you're trying to
Any
force
sort
their
of
mind.
any sort of like physical touch, finesse.
would targeting work?
Handling.
Targeting wouldn't, because that would be more about like trying to throw something as opposed to trying to touch her.
Okay.
Take your finger off and then
Yeah, take your finger
Just
off and
throw
throw
the
it.
finger.
Because of the auras, can I get an edge or an upshift?
I'll give you an upshift. She's currently she's a bit distracted.
14.
She, as you go to touch her, she pulls her leg back, sort of lifts it over and folds it over her knee, and just looks over at you with a frown, and then kind of nestles a bit into Winslow. Darling,
She kind of like had been putting her hand out, and then she just kind of is like fidgeting, like she was just reaching out to have more fidget room, and tries to play it off as nope, nothing to see.
Darling, I'm not sure about your friends. They seem very intent that you return with them, but again, do you wish to leave?
of course not. Should we escort them off the island?
I think we should put a pin in that. You seem to have a very charming song there.
You like I've practiced for so long.
Yeah.
One could imagine you could, given your infinite amount of time.
You know, I
Would
relate
you like
to some
to
of the
hear me
lyrics.
sing?
You know, I relate to some of the lyrics. A longing for a home, meals with family, the loneliness.
As your friend says, it has been a very long time.
I understand, but charming people is not the way.
We're just here as friends. At least for
Calypso.
now.
Is it friends if you're forcing him to see you that way?
She glances over at Winslow. She's Winslow. Yeah. Do you feel forced? Do you feel
Absolutely not.
charmed?
I mean, you're charming. I wouldn't say that I am charming, dude.
I can't think of a single reason why
Charmed?
the person who had been charmed would admit that they were. Truly, your
wasn't-
logic is infallible,
I wasn't.
daughter
Yeah.
of Atlas.
Up your tricks, devil woman. Let our friend go.
He doesn't want to leave with you.
But
Alex, I'm gonna have to ask you to
upon
be polite.
when Alex says that, Daniel turns to him and was just like, "Dude, come on, man!" Like,
What?
I mean, he doesn't say anything. He just looks at him. Please stop, dude.
The arm that's not wrapped around Calypso who's holding the bat just kind of grinds it into the sand a little bit.
You have been hurt countless times. I can see it in your eyes. I heard it in your song. You don't want to be alone. Doing this to Winslow when he has somebody that he cares about is not the right way. This is not the way to make friends, Calypso. If you really wanted him to be your friend, you would talk to him. You would ask him to be a friend. Ask him to come visit you, not keep him here against his will.
Nobody ever
not-
comes to visit.
Trust.
And Winslow, you feel her hand tightening on your shoulder. And it is the strength in her fingers. You can feel pain.
It's okay. I'm not going anywhere.
God
Do they
damn
think-
it, Winslow, you and women.
Do they think they don't come to visit because they don't trust you or because they don't trust your father?
It's not like he has much of anything to do with anything. He's preoccupied.
Thea's eyes go to the side and she gets lost in her mind for a second. Then she brings herself back. How about we make a new deal? Let Winslow go, and I'll come and visit. A few hours every week. I'd love to learn some magic, if you could teach me.
If I keep Winslow here, as he wishes to do so, as you heard him say,
True.
then I have him here every hour, every day. That doesn't seem like a very good deal for me.
Calypso, you know it's not true. You're keeping him from people that he loves, from a life he has, from protecting people.
He protects me.
Calypso, you are powerful and strong. You can protect yourself. You don't need a man to
Calypso-
protect you.
Calypso looks up at Winslow, and when she says this, Winslow, you know deep down that no, the answer is no. But she looks at you and says, "Do you not love me?"
Of course I do.
Think a goddess could be won
Yeah.
over by such cheap platitude. I stand in awe of you, Calypso. Your humbleness knows no bounds.
This one, however, you can take this one whenever you wish. He may depart with
I do
haste.
what Winslow does. Until then,
You know
guest
what?
rights were freely given, and guest
I don't
rights
think
were
we're going to
freely
get anywhere talking to you. So the guilt has now overwhelmed Millie, and she is going to try and hit Calypso.
This is all your fault. Yeah. We are in this because of Millie. It's true. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll the dice.
Thea's not going to stop her. She tried.
Okay, can I back her up with a shot to the face?
I will say I'll let Millie attack without rolling for initiative at this point because she has been able to, like, her infiltration check and everything, she was kind of downplaying everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of you, she's much more cautious around.
And I mean, I'm only small. Critical 11?
If that hits, I'm calling hacks on last week. On boys, I'm calling hacks on boys' night.
When you reach out to strike her, she catches your hand in hers, the arm that she hasn't got draped around Winslow. You cannot pull back.
Guys, I say we just kick her ass now. My hand's being crushed.
Well, I tried.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Sure thing, friendo.
Matt, to be clear, I will roll initiative so that I'm on the board.
But you don't want to attack.
I'm not going to break guest rights until I see her bleed.
Until you see her bleed.
Would anyone like to follow me?
No.
I had to stop myself from saying something to you that would upset other people. The visceral reaction I felt to you saying that.
No, I would not like to follow you, sir.
In this time, could I have already activated my power? Just in case?
I'll say yes. You've had enough time standing there and sitting around.
I will expend it for edge. So not bad.
That's not bad at all. That is 20 for Calypso, 19 for Winslow, 15 for Millie, 12 for Alexander, 11 for Thea. And just to check, did you roll on the dice just to generate your initiative, or like did you roll physical dice for your initiative, Panic? Or is the one?
I mean, it was probably going to be a 1 anyway. May as well keep it.
Okay.
No reason to not.
Very quickly going to do.
So we're in close proximity right now, aren't we?
Yep, I'm literally just going to move some people about on the map very quickly. Bear with me a moment.
You're brilliant, because I was about to do that.
So we're going to pop.
I have a plan, and it's a bad one.
We love a bad plan up in here.
Matthew? No, it wouldn't have. Would it? None of my personal powers recharged, has it?
Nope.
Mm-mm. I'm sorry, I don't have that ability.
I am also out of power. That's right. Because I used my personal power to destroy Daniel. That's right.
You say destroy me. You say you use it to destroy me. I distinctly remember you having to use both our pools of story points to stay awake. I distinctly remember. How would Jay put it? Cheating. Right. I remember you cheating.
I mean, on the plus side, because apparently my D20 rolls I rolled 2 2s for the D20s. Calypso releases your hand, Millie, and then leans forward to strike you. But with a 13. Yep. And as the strike misses, she then turns and throws a swing at Thea.
What is it to hit?
A critical 12.
Miss. I dodge.
2 on a D20 does not make this very good.
My toughness is an 18. I'm just like, really?
It doesn't hit any of my value.
No, it was awful.
Either.
Like every other number was really good, but then when you get a 2 on the D20, you kind of screwed.
Question, Matthew. would Daniel have healed at all in the time that we were?
No, I
already
asked this.
healed-
I asked this
no,
2 weeks ago.
No.
I asked this 2 weeks ago, and the answer was no. The only reason
It's only
Winslow
been a
hasn't
few
come back is
minutes.
Calypso,
Yep.
because Calypso healed him.
Susted. That will be, I believe, everything from Calypso. She makes these 2 wild swings that just miss, but when she does swing at Thea, having already missed the first strike, she hits the table, and the table, solid wood, the legs, everything just crumples. So half the table is now like at the ground level, creating a bit of a slope. Food slides
That was
down.
mahogany. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
What a
She
discourteous host. Daniel is sipping his own tea.
Lipstick.
Winslow, that will be your turn.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be like this. Could all go home.
Not without
Nah.
you.
She beat me to it.
I mean, Millie made the first move, so I'm gonna swing at Millie. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up, kick the chair back, and just twirl the bat, go for the one, and just tempted like grand slam Millie right in her stupid chest.
By the way, for anyone it helps, people within 20 feet of me have a +2 to evasion.
Thank you, sir.
I think
Including
that might be
Winslow.
enough to give me edge.
You're not on our team right now, but you are. It's confusing.
Critical 19, Millie.
If it meets, it beats.
Yep.
Spend a story point. Spend a story point to add.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna spend a story point to up my toughness. So I just like stand there and I just watch as this bat comes towards my chest, and I just stare up at him and say, "You'll have to do better than that."
That will be Millie's turn if that's everything for Winslow.
Yep.
I'm not going to aim for Winslow. I am going to sidestep him and try and hit Calypso again. This time with the Forgotten Fist.
What?
Forgotten.
I'm rolling physical dice now because I don't like the.
Hey,
Where am I hitting?
I can't blame you.
If I can find the dice I need.
Itchy.
And this is specialized because background. That is a critical 16.
You hit Calypso, and you're sure, like you hit it. She doesn't move. She doesn't move at all, but she also doesn't flinch as your fist just cracks against her skin, and you feel as if you've just punched marble.
Cool. Let me think. I don't want to move. Have any other action.
If you don't move, you can make an animal handling check to try and get Eve to.
Oh, yes.
Nick.
I am going to have Eve underneath the table and try and bite her. Ooh, that's better.
Jesus.
25 critical.
So I just love that Eve rolls at 25. Dismissed from the fight in Calypso's mind, Eve just sort of slivers between the bits of food that have been discarded as the table's been cracked, and manages to sort of bite into her ankle.
Numb.
Medusa says hi.
As Eve bites into Calypso, make me alertness insight checks, everybody, please.
Everybody.
Insight?
Yep,
I
alertness
don't have
insight
insight,
specifically.
so I just
You still roll
so I-
alertness, you just yeah.
regular alertness. I know how to do that. I know how this game works, guys.
I was so happy. Someone's
14.
dice knocked my dice and turned it into a 17. They didn't actually do
It was your dice hit my dice.
So 14 for Daniel,
Critical
14
A.
for Millie, 20
for
for
me.
Thea. Millie, Daniel, and Thea, you all recognize a flash of emotion of just sort of flickers in Calypso's eyes, and what you see for a second there is fear. Because Eve's bite imposes the frightened condition as a poison effect.
Nope.
I adore our Eve.
Also,
Oh,
no,
little baby snake.
Sabina, Thea can have Eve attack on a free action as well.
Yes, I
So-
don't have. Do I have access to
Run
her
the
sheet?
not move. I
You
can
would be
control
able to have her
Yeah.
attack, but she can only make the one attack per turn, so you could still
Yeah.
order
I can have
her,
her move.
Oh,
but you could have her move, or just not to attack, unfortunately, because she can still only make
Yeah,
the
she
one
can only
attack
has
per
one
turn.
attack per turn.
So if I don't attack on my turn with her, then you can.
But I can be like, "Good job, Eve. Beautiful, beautiful babes."
Yeah. That is going to then be Alexander's turn, I do believe.
Indeed. I'm going to be super cheeky and ask a question because I'm not sure if we've ever actually clarified this.
Answer's no.
Well, student, I'm a student of music. So
Mm.
You can't gain edge on your attacks with student. We did
No.
talk about this last
Ah,
time.
cool.
We
I
did.
wasn't sure. I couldn't
Someone's
remember.
tried it every campaign,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we'll always try it. One day we'll get him.
Sad. What I will do is I will activate my civilian superpower and spend my last personal power as a standard action, and then as a free action, I will dismiss it to make a performance roll to heal Daniel a little bit.
Okay. Roll. So you need to determine how much you're going to heal first. Remember, the
It's-
difficulty.
It's just a difficulty 15 skill check, performance skill check.
I thought it worked just like healing, to be honest with you, dude.
No, read the powers.
Yeah, when
I
So-
can only heal one anyway because I've only got one.
Yeah, so it'd only for one, it'd only be difficulty 10.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's better.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
Yep, son of a bitch.
That's
You also rolled a 2.
Ah.
Are you not specialised in performance? Not that it's
Not
actually going to make
for-
a difference, to be fair. Ignore me.
Not for the healing, no.
Okay.
Well, now you know what
Yeah.
to do next time you get next time you get that thing that starts with an S that I can't remember. I'm going to stop speaking now.
Anything else for Alexander? Any movement?
And no.
Real quick, Matt, I can't remember when we were building my Forgotten Fist because there's supposed to be an alternate effect. I can't remember which one we chose because I did not write it down anywhere.
You. Wait a second. Let me just flick through and see if there's anything on here. Jack, no,
Because it's accurate armor piercing maneuver or multiple attacks that I can add to it.
D, all of the above.
on there, does it say multiple attacks at a downshift?
Oh, yes.
Yes, so that's what you've got, because I can see that you've got a downshift that you can pop on. No, it's got accurate because you've got a negative downshift, so you actually get an upshift to your attack.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, you've got a negative downshift on there, so it would give you an upshift.
That
to your
means,
attack.
okay. That's why I was confused because I'm all like, why does it say a negative downshift? So I did.
Yeah, it's the only way, because you can't actually put an upshift onto the attack things, but if you put a negative downshift, It does the
Yeah,
whole
gotcha.
negative is a positive.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thea then.
All right. Hold on one second. Let me check one thing. I have to, that has to be reach. I'm kind of in the middle of combat, and I just cast a spell not long ago, so I still have.
You haven't cast a spell. You just made a spell casting check to see if you understood what was going on.
Can I see how haggard Daniel is?
1.
I can tell like he's pretty bad.
Daniel is haggard 1.
Haggard 1. But I have to be in reach of him in order to do that.
I do like that. It's like, can I tell how much health this person has? On a scale of 1 to 10, he has 2.
All right. So I'm going to jog over to Daniel real quick and be like, "Hey, friend. I'm going to give you a little boost. Been a while. Hey, how you doing? I'm sorry your night went to shit. It's been a while." And I'm going to place a hand.
But you can't hold the host accountable for that. She only reacted. Like, again, so much hate.
She just goes, "Of
Daniel
course,"
just
and then she'll
throwing shade.
place a hand on her shoulder, and then she'll cast healing bandages, which of course is at a D4 because of that sweet upshifty goodness. That's you said the check is a 10, right? Is it a 10? I don't remember.
If you want to heal 1 health, it's a 10. If you want to heal 2, it's...
healing
the spell casting. What level is the spell? Elementary.
It is. It does not say on the thing. But I rolled a 20. I rolled an 18 plus 2.
Healing bandages is elementary. Yes, so difficulty would be 10. So you do have a degree of success. So that would be full health. So
you're at full health. I'm assuming.
Nope.
So you heal 4 health. So it is a free action to summon weapons, I assume.
Cheers.
Indeed.
It is indeed, yes.
She'll just nod at Daniel, and then she'll swing around. How much did I move? What? That's 5, 15. That's like 15 feet. Hold on. How much movement do I have? I think I only have 30. 35! Hell yeah. And then I'm just going to like maneuver through Alex. I'm just going to maneuver through Daniel to get behind her. And then I'll summon my energy torch, which I have never used. I have only ever cast spells, but I will summon my energy torch, which Thea's weapon is a torch, like a nice torch that's all like bronze, and it has a green flame coming out of it, like a green and like purpley flame.
All right, Lady Liberty, calm down.
Fuck you too.
Michael enjoys being our antagonist too much.
He does. Your turn,
Daniel. I appreciate you're not going to attack. Is there anything that you want to do that's not an attack?
I'm gonna hold an action. If you'll allow me to. The next time Calypso makes an attack on someone, I'd like to throw myself in front of it to take the attack.
I will say, as a mechanical thing, we'll treat it as if they've got as if they're being defended, as if they're taking a defend action. It's probably the closest thing I can think of, because the only other ability would be the Gold Ranger's roll back. Yeah. So say we can treat it as if you've given a person. So you have to pick a person, but they will be treated as if they've taken defend.
All right. I'm going to pick... Does Eve count as a person?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Protect the aminals.
I mean, it's not about protection.
It's about who he has a grudge against.
No, it's not. It's this isn't a slight against anyone on the team. I'm trying to once again
Eve's doing
weasel a
well.
way out of this fight.
Yeah. Eve's doing good.
Eve's doing well. I'm trying to figure out who Calypso is going to attack. Eve bit her on the ankle, but also gave her the frighten condition. What does frighten do? Can you not attack the person who
No, so you can't move any closer to the person who's giving you the frightened condition, and I believe you get downshift once they're in sight.
Something like that.
Probably it's
I don't
downshift
remember.
or snake.
I
I was
still have
literally just
5e
in
in
the
my head.
process of checking when you asked the question. Frightened. No, that's immunity to frightened. 2 downshift penalty when in sight of their fear and cannot move closer towards it. So Calypso doesn't have to run from Eve, but doesn't want to move any closer, which is difficult because Eve's
Gotcha.
kind of like
Uh,
teeth buried into her ankle.
This is probably wildly not allowed, but I'm gonna ask because you gotta. Could I make an insight check, and if I roll high enough, I can sort of get an idea of who Calypso is going to attack next?
Make me an alertness insight check, yeah?
Read their body language.
Granted, I don't have insight, and my alertness is a D2, but if I've proven anything over the last 4 days, it's that I am a gambler. So
I will say it'll
Okay,
be a
Gambit.
challenging insight check, so it'll be a
Gambit
difficulty
wins, I
15.
I got a 19, 17 plus 2.
You can see from her stance that looks like she's going to try and kick out at Eve.
Okay, yeah.
She's also like eyes boring into Millie's head. She has multi-attack, so she can attack.
Yeah, she does have multi-attack. I'm going to defend Eve.
Yes, please do.
But and this is for the future's sake, because I'd ask it when she rolled to hit anyway. Can I make the stipulation that regardless of my armor class, I want to take this damage? I cannot. Even if she rolls a fumble, I need her to hit me.
If she rolls on her snag and it's higher than your toughness, I will say yes.
Okay, so it has to beat my lower one.
Yeah.
My lowest defense is the one I have to go to. All right, in that case, we just got to gamble. All right, go ahead. That will be the end of my turn.
Okay, so we're going to make, for Calypso, as everything's been going on around her, she shifts her stance, she brings her fists up overhead, brings her hands together, and then brings it down into a strike, first of all, against...
You're going to curse the snake?
No, she's going to try and kirk Millie first, and then...
Nope.
Nope, that's a 15. I still got a 2, but this time not on the D20. Thank you very much, Dice. I just realised that should have been with 2 downshifts, so it would have been even worse. And then she's going to make an attack.
No, potentially it could have been better.
Potentially, yeah, fair.
Because you rolled a 2. If you roll the D8 now, it could be higher than a 2.
You could hit 21.
That is a 10, as she then lashes out with her foot to try and dislodge Eve.
Nope, that doesn't hit. Even close.
Nope.
No, I mean it doesn't hit me, which is the problem.
Right, yeah.
Can we make it so that you missed anyway? Daniel did not give away what he is trying to do.
I will say yes.
Okay. Because
Winslow.
Eve didn't take the hit, I still have the defending thing on it, right? So if
So you'd need to redo it next turn.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. But like, if Winslow attacked Eve now, would it still count as me defending Eve? Since the turn hasn't happened and she missed anyway.
I would say not for Winslow, just for Calypso, because Calypso was who you was sort of eyeing up.
Perfect. This is exactly what I want. Yes, thank you.
Winslow.
Mm-hmm.
As you see Eve the snake bite into Calypso's ankle, you have a flash of memories that runs through your heads in quick succession. And that moment where Calypso asked you if you loved her. You realize the reason why you don't. And you feel her grip on you shatter.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do any of us notice that?
That
Eve
Ask
one.
being
Winslow.
a snake connected to Medusa for the win.
Well,
Thank God for image association.
And a good insight check.
I'm looking. I'm facing the back of Calypso and looking past Calypso. I can see Winslow. Do I see this recognition on his face? That
Ask
spell
Winslow.
shatter. But
Ask Winslow.
I mean, from his defensive posture, as he's about to swing right as the recognition hits, side eyes Calypso. Well, that's just a dick move. We're leaving. I'm just gonna scoop Millie and start running.
Daniel is going to turn to Calypso, raise his teacup, and say, "It looks like he's in a right mood."
She, in response, she screams. She screams in frustration, in anger, in fear,
Charming.
and sorrow. All of her emotions just coming out in this raw, primal sound.
Could have been friends. You had to be a dick about it.
I think Thea lets everybody.
When Winslow scoops Millie, can Millie scoop Eve?
I mean, I'm strong enough.
Can Eve scoop Thea?
I'm going to go with no on that one. Yeah.
Come on, be a pal. Let her roll a brawn check.
I mean, yeah.
Let her roll a
So-
DC 48 brawn check.
I mean,
Eve whip.
I think
I will say,
Thea lets everybody go ahead a little bit, and then she'll take a few steps past Calypso, and then she'll look back at her, and she'll say, "My offer still stands for friendship." And then she'll walk ahead.
Daniel hasn't left yet because he is still the only one protected by guest rights, and he is gonna make sure he is last.
Alexander, make me a alertness insight check. You still can't hear. You still don't know what Winslow has said. You see him
Winslow's
pick
just
Millie
making
up
Millie
and go
start
running
running,
towards
but
the
you don't know
water.
why.
Yeah.
Stop
Fine.
using the bot.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, you know that Winslow did say about throwing Millie out.
Well, we will run past Alexander, it looks like, in our retreat though. So Millie will reach out and smack him upside the back of the head and grab onto his arm.
So to recount order of events, Alex scoops Thea. Thea scoops Eve. On their way past Alexander, Millie also scoops him.
Yeah, Winslow scoops Alex. Alex scoops Eve. Eve, I don't remember words. Words are hard. I'm just gonna.
Winslow scoops Millie. Millie
Yeah,
scoops
Millie.
Eve. Eve scoops
Eve,
Alex.
Alexander.
There we go. The chain is real.
Just use Eve as a whip. Like, grab onto me.
Da, 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 da.
You dive into the
Oh, bitch,
water,
we'll get sued.
and as you dive into the water, what do you think?
There's no place
What
like
do
home.
your
There's
foot-
no place like home.
I was going to say it. I was hoping somebody else would, because I didn't want to.
Thinking about
You
it,
didn't
since we
want-
got back
You
to the
didn't
island.
want to force it, so you're lucky you have a Michael.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yep.
if you didn't.
As we're running, Millie will look up at Winslow and be like, "So it's been suggested that you're not the only daughter of a god here, or child of a god."
Which was wait.
Where's the hardy up?
That sentence didn't make
Is
no
there
sense.
something I don't know about myself?
What
And
do
then
you
we
know?
go under the water.
There's a series of splashes as you all enter the water, and as you enter it, are you all thinking there's no place like home?
Daniel hasn't left yet.
Yeah, not for Daniel, but for everybody else. So you're all thinking there's no place like home.
I mean,
I think-
Alexander is
Oh.
like saying it out
Sounds
loud.
nice.
So.
No. In this instant, after Winslow's thinking about Medusa. So
Which she's at home, so that
I was
works.
just about to say, coincidentally, she is at home. So.
I think after Thea says that to Calypso and she walks away, she waits at the edge of the pool for Daniel.
Good play. Smart.
We're not going to separate it again. Too far separated again.
Because while you offered your hand in friendship, I am about to make an enemy.
Winslow, you pop up out of the pool at the mansion, the beach mansion that Daniel owns. Millie, you pop up next to him. Alexander, you pop out of your own swimming pool in your own house.
God damn it! There's no place like Daniel's home. There's no place like Daniel.
As he jumps back into the
Which
pool.
one of Daniel's homes?
Yeah.
He winds up in St. Louis.
I just spend the rest of this episode just trying to bamf back to the pool.
The episode will end the same way last times did, where you appear in the pool again.
I've been trying for 30 minutes.
Daniel,
Loki reference.
with everybody but Thea having vanished, having jumped into the pool, splashed and disappeared, Calypso screaming, her throat raw, the sound just awful, nails on the chalkboard.
Daniel will look at Calypso having a breakdown and say, "Now, what was it you said about me as a guest? That they were welcome to take me whenever they wanted, free to leave, I believe? Well, I certainly wouldn't want to outstay my welcome. Perish the thought of being a rude house guest. You've been a gracious host, Lady Calypso." And he's going to put the teacup down and slowly walk away, being the last person that Calypso could have had Calypso had a guest. The others were all enemies. Daniel, as abrasive as he is, was a guest in her home, and is now going to leave her. Very well.
The last thing you hear as you sort of step into the water just before you disappear is the sound of the table smashing through the trunk of the tree near the pond.
Enjoy the beef. I hear it's quite good. I left the food there, but I did keep the apron of holding.
I forgot about the apron of holding.
I'm never going to forget about the apron.
Good.
Thea will glance back over her shoulder at the broken tree and continue going, thinking of the beach house.
Yeah, Daniel turns to Thea. Shall we?
We shall.
I think there, with you all back, I'll even say with Alexander also back at the beach house now that he's...
I was going to say, I want to make a small caveat.
Uh-oh.
Instead of bamfing back in, like teleporting in, I turn up like Kaiba, just in a massive like helicopter, like in the shape of like a violin.
That is not practical in the slightest. How does that even...
we fully jumped a shark here.
This is the shark. It's been jumped. Like, what the heck?
Before, are you going to suggest we go on break?
Yes.
right before we do that, as Daniel and Thea come back, Daniel is going to take the helmet off his outfit, turn to Thea and go, "Pardon me 1 second," and then he's going to fall into his knees and vomit.
He's just gonna be like, oh,
Oh!
oh no, oh no.
I'm so scared.
Okay,
And now we can go to break.
Let's get you inside.
With Calypso enraged, well, that's not going to
Avoided.
come back to bite anybody's in the butt. Avoided.
It'll come back when
And
we're level
every-
15 and we curb stomp her.
So, but everybody now back poolside at Daniel's Manor, beach house. Medusa
I'm
and
just floating in the pool, like I've demorphed. I'm just like, ah.
I'm still vomiting into the grass.
I am abseiling down from my helicopter.
Millie walks over to Medusa and says, "Well, I'm glad I brought Eve. That's what broke your boyfriend over here out of his being
Ugh.
I'm just shush-papping Daniel's back. Demorphed. There.
That was terrible.
Daniel is going to speak up so that everyone, but more importantly, William, so that
William?
so that Alex and Winslow can
William?
hear him. Who the who? So that speaking up so that Winslow and Alex can hear him. We all agree this night never happened.
Agreed. Alexander will like go over to the
Okay.
pool and like help Winslow out and just be like, "It's glad to have you back, buddy, but if you ever hit me with that bat again."
I'm sorry, guys, that I suggested whatever led to this. I guess it's kind of all my fault.
Daniel will put like a hand up to this because like he has not stood up. He is still like on hands and knees in front of the grass. We'll just put one hand up in a shush like, not now, not now is sleep.
I will
And then
get
he's
to
going
you
to-
later.
And then he is going to crawl forward until at this point I assume Yarick would have shown up. Yarick is going to pick me up and take me to my room, and I will not be seen for the rest of the night.
Man, they all at least got drunk and kept. They didn't even get to keep the drunk.
Yeah. We didn't even get to finish our pillow fight.
Millie's gonna
Okay.
finally drop the guilt, realizing that she's kind of forcing that on herself.
At least yours was only a
And-
pillow fight.
Grab a pillow and run over and hit Alexander with it.
I wasn't exactly Jesus myself.
I have been hit enough.
But it's a pillow.
It's
I
a
have
pet.
no toughness.
It's a pillow pet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I couldn't hear you say that and not capitalize.
Cheers.
Medusa and Aphrodite watch this all from the doorway. Medusa studying all of you with a arched eyebrow.
This turns to her and says, "We're doomed."
I believe at the next family reunion, Calypso and I shall have a talk.
Currently, I think you two need to have a talk. And then Thea will just scoop Millie and Alexander and then scoot them towards the house and then wrap her arm around like Aphrodite's shoulder and then also escort her in the house to Winslow.
Aphrodite just sort of like shrugs out. It's just like, goddess of love.
They need to be alone.
You're so confused right now.
Make me a brawn check.
Oh, okay. I got that. You want a bronze? I don't have that. Can
Nope.
I do might?
I'll do might.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, you have never allowed that stipulation for the past.
Generally, for you, it's to try and shrug something off, to push somebody. Yeah?
22.
You
I just
try.
lift the goddess in a bridal
You
carriage.
try to push Aphrodite, and she slides away from you.
Just moonwalks away.
And
Like
you
hard
can
to get?
see as she does, like she's standing on the very tips of her toes, and she walks in such an elegant manner that the whole thing just looks like a dance step.
I'll just raise my eye at her and smile and I'll be like, playing hard to get.
No, darling, I want to see what happens.
Well, at least watch from the window inside.
No, goddess of love.
Alexander will just hand her a pair of binoculars.
Well, just be discreet. And I'll go inside. Leaving her to her loveness. That is Aphrodite.
Aphrodite, as Thea departs, you can hear Aphrodite say, "Goddess of love, not goddess of the hunt."
Thea will just shake her head and laugh as she goes inside. You ever just flirt with the goddess of love? Because I think Thea just did.
You know,
Why wouldn't you?
you flirt with one god, you flirt with
Unless you have a special-
every god you get the chance to do so.
You stand up for her against her ex-husband, and then you flirt with her like 3 days later. It's fine.
Winslow,
Yeah, that was a thing that just happened. How was your night? Mine
Girls'
went
night
to shit pretty
was
quick.
fantastic. We drank, we made s'mores, we had ambrosia. I had to
That
see
shit packs a
the
punch.
woman that turned me into this.
Ooh, oh yeah. You okay?
Surprisingly, it was cathartic.
Did you hit her with a pillow?
I did not, but I did watch Millie do so several times, and it was quite enjoyable.
Secondhand pillowing. It's fair. Yeah.
I do believe that if I were able to employ her as such, I would send Millie to deal with all of my grudges.
I don't think she'd mind.
No. She does seem to find talking quite acceptable, however. Sometimes you just need to hit somebody. And as she says this, she whacks you across the back of the head.
Ow.
Not too hard, but enough that you notice.
Not entirely sure that I deserve that, but all right.
Next time, don't go around wandering onto strange islands with strange women.
I didn't know it was Calypso's island, and I was trying to explore Atlantis, and I got sucked into a mirror thing. I don't like it's Atlantis. It's
The aquarium is literally called Atlantis. How did you not add 2 and 2 together and get 4?
Because that's stupid. It's stupid to name a business after the.
Alexander, go to bed.
I mean, it did
take
seem a
whoever
little
you
too
are.
obvious, and I don't know. I was a little ambrosiaed, and
Yes.
it was just I got caught up in the excitement, like whether it's like manufactured for my mom or not. I have a deep-seated interest in all this stuff. So,
Speaking of ambrosia, your horse returned. Perhaps don't feed winged equine the nectar of the gods.
Did he crash into a plane?
No. However,
Red day.
you can speak to Daniel about all of the gym equipment that is currently housing a fairly large horse.
I mean, he's an intelligent being. He made a series of choices. Like, not like he's a normal horse that got drunk. He like he made choices.
I see.
But yeah. Millie said something about there being another child of a god. Just
Have
now
you
processed.
met these individuals? They fornicate with everything.
No. I've read that. Yeah, but like, I meant like in our group, another one. Like, I'm sure there's a bazillion Zeus spawn in like Alabama somewhere.
Alabama.
Just upset an entire state.
We're sorry, Alabama. We love you.
I'm
Not
not
that sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
As Michael, I'm not sorry. I know what they did.
And genealogy isn't one of my hobbies.
Sure, yeah. And I mean, I figured, yeah, I don't know.
Is Peace still standing around out there, or did she peace off?
Peace is just awkwardly in the corner, like
Peace is in like the living room. She's laying across the massage table. She's 3/4 asleep, and every now and again you can just hear that very like contented groan as muscles get worked.
Good for her. She needs it.
Someone had a chill night at least.
It's like empty pizza boxes. You can see 2 empty bottles of ambrosia, but also 4 full bottles
that we get to keep.
I mean, plus whatever Daniel has. There's a lot of space in this apron.
Roll me 2d4 for Daniel.
2d4?
Yep. I don't want it to be 1, but I also don't want it to be like 100.
6.
6, so 10 total bottles of ambrosia. Which is
Hell
interesting because
Amelia just hid them amongst all the other bottles.
so for the ambrosia, you will be able to consume it. It will require a challenging brawn check. If you pass, then you will restore 2d2 health and 1d2 personal power points. So you have 10
Winslow,
total
how's your
bottles.
D4.
You got a D4? Alright. Anyone got higher than a D4 in the bronze skill?
No.
You don't have to consume it right now, just in general.
No,
I just want
to check to see. Now, that being said, who is still willing to gamble on this?
Amelia has rolled high enough every time so far that it hasn't affected her.
Mia got the slightest buzz.
If you do fail, you will get snag on your checks.
I was like, who's
the rest
going
of the
to
thing.
gamble on this mid-combat?
Millie.
Who's a real one?
So it's very useful, but it also comes with a significant side effect.
Yeah.
So, you having a good time over there, Peace?
Mm. More
I think
pizza?
she's asleep. Okay. And she just kind of like pats the massage therapist, is like, she's asleep, just leave her be. And walks
You
out.
just hear peace groan out again. More pizza!
Oh. Peace, do you want to hang out longer? I'll eat more pizza with you.
She kind of slowly like brings one arm up, and it's just like,
All right, Millie's gonna go and grab water because it's been a night, and then drink water and eat pizza with Peace until dawn.
Which is in like a half hour.
yeah.
Honestly, I could probably eat. You hungry, Medusa?
I believe I have had enough eventful tidings for one evening. Winged horses, mentions of Atlantis, dinner with rivals,
Been a night. Yeah,
decompress.
it's fair.
But, Millie, I appreciate the invitation.
We'll do this again without all of the awkwardness again sometime.
Yes.
Insight check.
Girls' Night, Boys' Night, Part 2, or Take 2. I was trying to get that reaction from Eric. It worked.
So we'll
The next
throw
boys'
Billy off the
night.
bridge.
The next boys' night is the three of us collaborating to avoid a boys' night. We're gonna get meta with it in part
How
2.
do we not hang out?
We
Hanging
end up
out.
we end up hanging out the whole night, avoiding like classic
Avoiding hanging
80s
out.
the classic 80s like movie tropes of like the four boys discover a body on the train tracks. Like
It's the montage of you
Just-
trying to do
nope.
the most boring shit in town.
You see the body, and it's just like, nope, we're going this way.
fuck that.
Do you see that? See what?
I didn't see anything.
Did you hear a noise coming from the basement? No, I did not.
Absolutely not.
Let's watch more Wheel of Fortune.
It's like we're just watching reruns of Columbo, and just like it's like someone knocks on the door. Excuse me, I found this alien. It only eats Reese's Pieces. Slams door in face. Just one more thing. Sits back in front of Columbo.
Oh, hey, don't we have like a masquerade to go to with Dionysus like tonight?
Is that tonight?
Sleep now.
It's like 3 a.m., so yeah.
Oh.
Oh crap! We still need
I
to
thought
figure
you
out
meant
outfits.
literally right now. No.
No, we can sleep, just not very
Oh
long.
my god.
Oh no, we still have to figure out outfits.
Oh, I already got mine
No.
figured out.
Just glares at Millie.
So mad at you.
How many things can Millie get us embroiled in? Because I'm pretty sure it's Millie that got us invited to the masquerade.
Well, we kind
Oh,
of needed
God.
to though.
We needed it, yeah.
I've got
We gotta find. We're still trying to find Hera, right? That's
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Millie sits down with Irene and starts asking questions about Hera and where I might start my search.
Irene has like the biggest slice of pizza in her mouth, so as Millie just starts asking her questions, she's like,
Who are these people and why are they in my house?
Daniel, Alexander, one of you. Can I borrow some cash? I need to go.
No.
I need to go dress shopping. Do you want me to show up in jeans and a t-shirt at the masquerade?
Pop
Fine,
off,
it's
queen.
fine.
You do you.
Just take this and just hand her a credit card.
I mean, that's about what I'm gonna wear. So
Well,
Millie absolutely just cannibalized the last outfit.
Now let me sleep. I have to mentally prepare for a date with Amelia.
Derek, hell, get
Exactly
these
why
people out of my house.
You want me to knock you out again? Help with that?
Daniel just rest.
Too soon, Winslow. Too soon.
uh, and so Thea is the reason why Thea wants this credit card is because though she was wearing one of Amelia's dresses last time and looked better in it than Amelia did, she wants to show up Amelia this time.
Millie doesn't have that much forethought.
Again, I do need to preface, as much of a bitch as she is, all of our family is superhumanly attractive.
Oh, I know. Thea's just
Saying you look
She may
better in
come
her outfit than
from-
she did is generous.
Winslow.
Irene-
Am I putting him out again?
Too
You could
soon.
being baseballed.
No.
Irene from the
That
corner
sleep spell
just.
that I found earlier.
Do you think Hera would be in San
Derek!
Francisco? Oh, and do you know who my godly parent is? Because apparently I have a godly parent. Oh, wait, maybe she would be in Chicago.
Hold on. Rewind that. You
Derek,
Chicago,
kick all
where
of
I'm
these
from?
people out.
do you know who?
No. Athena just dropped that I was the child of a godly person, and that's all I
Huh.
got.
Alexander
Chicago.
can stay. The rest of them, get them out.
They can stay in the poorhouse.
Everything will be better in the morning, Alexander. Daniel, whoever the hell you are. I keep switching their name. I'm
Listen,
not
the
good
number
with
of
names.
times we've all gotten names wrong tonight.
I think this might be the first time I haven't, which is nice. Okay.
I think I'm doing pretty good.
Because all you've
Irene-
done is be an asshole.
not my
Irene swallows the pizza she had crammed into her mouth as Millie just
Who are
question
you?
after question. And she looks over at Alexander's just,
All right, Alexander.
yeah, not to Daniel, but Alexander.
Okay.
And she looks over at Alexander and is just, I believe your friend's maybe a little bit struggling. Please let him know in the morning when he wakes that I am Irene. I am the goddess of peace, and I would rather he didn't issue such challenges to everybody in my presence. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I mean, you are a guest in his house.
Exactly.
Yes
I
is
guess.
the wrong word. These people were not invited by me.
As a guest, I have certain intrinsic rights, and he
You're
has
not a
certain
guest.
responsibilities. Now, more pizza.
Pizza sounds
Not a
great.
guest. Intruder. Trespasser.
Suppose I will.
To answer your questions, I do believe she is local. I have heard that she's offering, of all things, marriage counseling.
That.
Ah,
Those who can't do teach.
Yes. I suppose being married
right.
to Zeus,
Well, that
you
gives me a
learn a lot
solid
of.
place to start
lessons.
looking, yes.
You just say being married to Zeus.
Yes, Hera. Zeus is.
Did I hit you too hard?
She's looking for Millie's looking for Hera. Hera is local. She's being a marriage counselor.
Sorry, I got lost up in the whole conversation there.
I
you said
thought
that
you
Hera
did.
was her mother.
I thought you did. That's why I reiterated.
To the best of my knowledge, Hera doesn't have any mortal children.
I mean, someone's got to be faithful in the relationship, I guess.
Then who is her godly parent?
I'm the goddess of peace, not the goddess of whatever the
Lord.
heck you want to
Yeah.
know the answer to.
You know, I'm
Or
starting to agree with Daniel.
genealogy.
You people need to get out of this house.
Well, I mean, I'm sure at some point we're gonna fight more gods. So when we just bleed them a little bit, we collect a sample and we run DNA tests, right? It's fine.
I mean,
I just
so
walked
far
around
we've-
works.
for now being like, are you my mom? Are you?
Are you my mother?
Also, that's good too. Like,
I mean, so far we've fought 2 gods, and I'm
Because to
pretty
be
sure
fair,
we haven't made
I
either
don't know
of them
any
bleed.
of my parents. Oh wait, does that mean that I lived with
Well, it's hard to make
God
people feel like it's a
before
baseball
I
bat.
lost my
so-
memories? Shit.
Okay, why don't we put a pin in this now? This is a whole lot of information, and we all need sleep.
I'm gonna walk Medusa out.
Millie
Sounds-
is now
sounds-
looking up marriage counselors on her phone.
You find a startling number of marriage counselors in the
In
aquarium.
Atlantic
Like,
City. Wow.
it's
Atlantic City.
the sheer number of them is actually quite scary.
All right, well, I guess I start by weeding out the men, and Millie starts making a list.
Check it twice.
I'm gonna look to Irene and be like, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. We had a lovely time, and thank you so much for all the information and help that you can give us. But we do need to rest and prepare for our masquerade tonight.
Here,
Will
take
we
the
see you
full
there?
pizza that's still left. Millie's still looking at her phone.
Will you be in attendance?
It wasn't a plan of mine, no.
Dionysus doesn't seem like your kind of party.
It's very loud. There's lots
That is
of-
understandable.
Very mercurial people.
That is understandable. I don't know if Daniel would be pertinent to this. He is very out of it and kind of upset right now. But do you need a place to stay for the rest of the night? If you do, you can use my room and I'll stay with Millie. He's shaking his head, so I'm going to guess that's a no.
Daniel just seething with rage. in
You
the
might be
background.
having a seizure.
Hey,
Um,
Daniel, have you even realized that Aphrodite moved into that spare room down the road from you?
Of course I have.
I'll stay with Aphrodite.
God damn it!
No, goddess.
Die!
Sure, but we should all really get some rest, and then we'll continue on with getting ready in the morning. How does that feel for everybody?
I kind of feel like I don't need to sleep thanks to the ambrosia.
Millie,
Go to bed.
No?
It'll wear
Millie.
off.
Millie, at least go shower. We were
I do
in
kind of
salt
smell
water.
like seawater.
We were
Winslow,
in
you
salt
can
water.
bat
There
that
was
one.
food everywhere. Just everybody shower.
There's
go get comfortable.
absolutely a piece of
Relax.
pepperoni in Millie's hair.
All right.
Some
all right.
feathers from the pillows.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Alexander, I'm going to take this credit card, and I would like your car keys, please.
You're not
It's
taking
like
my
3
car. There's
a.m.,
plenty of
nothing's
cars in the
open.
garage.
No, there
Do you really
aren't!
think Daniel will trust me with his car? I've driven your car before, please. Thank you. And then she'll give him like a
It's
little
3 a.m.
kiss.
Where are you going dress shopping now?
I'm not going now. But she'll give him a quick kiss on the cheek as a thank you, and then she'll run off to her room to shower, change for bed, and get a few hours of
Daniel
sleep.
will turn to Alex and in a weird moment of lucidity says, "You should really stop enabling them."
I mean,
And then he goes
You're
back to
probably right.
raving incoherently.
I thought I was bad with women.
you're probably right, but you know, if we are going to a gala, she does need to look the part.
The rest of the morning, evening into morning, passes by without event. You do see Irene disappearing off into the bedroom, clearly staying over the night. There's a lot of laughter and a lot of sounds like more pizza. Also, a significant amount of drinking. It's not the easiest of nights to sleep through, but it's also not the worst.
Noise canceling headphones.
And when you do awake in the morning, she and Aphrodite are both gone.
Cool.
To the relief of Daniel.
I want to say that you said it was like 3 a.m. Daniel, much like me in real life, slept for 2 hours, woke up sober, and then just went out to the beach And if anyone sees him out there, he is grilling on the hibachi he pulled out of his apron with a skewer in his mouth, like a cigarette.
Winslow fell asleep poolside with like a burrito on his chest.
Millie showered, put on her My Little Pony pajamas, crawled into bed, continued to look at names of marriage counselors until she fell asleep with her phone in her hand, and now it's on her face.
There's plans for like a Greek themed pizza place also like on the table next to Winslow. Like a piece of pizza. Like,
I'm glad you got the pizza. Yep.
But Thea's gonna wake up bright and early, in some casual clothes. Come out, see Daniel on the grill. She has the keys in her hands. She's like, "Hey, I'm going out for a while."
Daniel very slowly just puts a skewer in his mouth and pulls all of the stuff off of it and tosses it into a pile of skewers next to him that's like 3 feet tall.
Hey, have
staring
fun.
listlessly into the middle distance.
Hey, I'll see you later. She just sneaks back into the house and like gets into the car, revs the engine a little, shifts it into gear, and is just gone.
Yeah.
Doesn't even tell Millie that she's leaving.
Can you roll me 2d10, please?
Me?
No, Killian.
Killian.
A 9
that Thea
and a
leaving?
10.
You've compiled a list of names. It is about 103 names long. There's a few likely suspects. There's a few very unlikely suspects. There's a surprising amount of people with the first initial H that apparently have taken up the career of marriage counselor. But nothing that really screams out at you as this is the one I need to call.
She'll wake up and look at the list and be like, that can wait. And then she goes downstairs and asks for a giant coffee and a chorizo burrito.
Ooh.
I would like to say that all of the work staff has been told to snub Millie's ingredients.
It's beyond
Instead of a chorizo burrito.
You get vegan. You get vegan food and decaf coffee.
Not decaf.
Oh no!
Monster.
Don't like it? Get out of my house.
Nope. Winslow goes back to sleep and like sleep eats the burrito.
Sleep eats the burrito.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go one by one. I'm going to start with Sabina. I want to know what, if any, preparations you make for tonight's events. Thea, you left the house with the very fancy sports car, a black card that isn't plastic.
Gold.
It's not plastic. You notice that as you hold it. And you have
card is made of unobtainium.
Unobtainium.
You have the city before you.
Thea? It's still early in the morning. And as she's driving through the city to go to the shops, she spies a gym. She looks at it like she's at a stop sign. She sees it across the way. She sees it. She pauses for a second, fingers drumming on the steering wheel. She takes a deep breath and she shifts lanes, parks in front of it, and enters Ares' gym.
Just to be clear, is it the gym you went into last time, or is it one of?
I did not
Ares'
there. I was not
You
there
weren't
that
there,
time.
were you? No. Flip me a coin. Heads or one, it is. Tails, it isn't.
One, it is. Tails, it is not.
Heads, it is. Tails, it isn't.
Let me find an actual coin and not my
You too.
heads.
You walk into a CrossFit gym. There are people at every station. You smell the meat being grilled. Chicken, beef, pork. There doesn't appear to be any carbs. It seems to just be protein, vegetables, fruit. And the people working out at the front of the gym are huge. What you notice is that whilst the people at the front of the gym are huge, muscle for the sake of muscle, the more you look into the gym or the further you walk, you notice that the people there they're still muscular, they're still strong, but it looks like people who work, people who use those muscles for something as opposed to just to look good. Make me an alertness perception check.
Yeah, I'm specialized in that.
And it is with your eyes if you have.
I don't think Thea has that. That was the other person. Let me click on the
Because
right
I know
skill.
that the pets have two different edges to different senses, and
No, I just got a D4 and my D2. Because I fumbled so hard.
do you want to
I rolled.
spend a story
I
point?
rolled. Yeah, can I
Spend a
use
story
the story?
point.
I'm gonna spend the story point because I rolled a 1 on my
We haven't
D20
spent any
and
yet. Like,
I
You
rolled a 1
spent
on my
one.
D20 and a
spent one.
1 on
oh,
my
we just did one.
D4.
That's right.
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
gonna
fair,
spend
and
one.
you've seen.
So I didn't
Yeah.
murder a million. Yeah.
All right, I went from a 1 to a 20, so that's a 23.
You spot as somebody walks out of a back room, the doors open, and you spot people in weighted vests, shields, spears, just fighting one another.
Yes, I came to the
And
right
then the
place.
doors swing shut.
I'm just gonna casually make my way that way, like not that I'm drawing attention to myself, but I'm not drawing. Like I'm just gonna walk that way, like I not that I own the place, but like I know where I'm going.
Nobody stops you. The door is like if you push on a door, it swings open, and you see a training room. It's about 100-foot square, and people just squaring up against each other, just fighting. You see bruises across exposed skin. You see cuts, and you can smell the sweat and blood.
Charming. Any sign of Ares?
You feel a hand drop onto your shoulder. You didn't hear him. You didn't sense him. But he's there. And if you look up, you see him looking down at you with a smile on his face.
You are sneakier than I thought you were.
Sometimes war is about deception.
All times, actually, if you listen to that one Chinese guy.
Thought I'd take you up on your offer for a moment. Hope we could have a conversation.
What do you wish to talk about?
We're kind of surrounded by a lot of people. You got someplace a little bit more private to talk for a moment?
No.
Okay then. Well, there's a lot going on. And okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Do you know where your mom is?
10 p.m. Do you know where your mother is?
Would you believe me if I told you?
I think I would.
No.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Come here. 16. Do I believe him?
You do believe him. You cannot sense any trace of a lie on his face or in what he said, how he said it.
Okay. Well, thank you for being honest.
Sometimes war is about deception. Not all of the time.
Well,
War is based, but I didn't remember anything after that.
she'll nod her head and be like, well, I have some errands to run, but I was in the area, so I thought I would swing by and ask. And then she'll kind of step to make her way around him back towards the door.
He takes up the entire door frame. Not with that obnoxious, like, too muscular. He's just huge.
Mm-hmm.
Hit for the legs.
She's kind of like trying to like swing like under an arm or like around an arm.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg, Johnny. Noticing that she can't, she'll look up to him and be like, is there something else you needed to talk to me about? Is there something you wanted to talk to me about?
Please tell your friends that what comes next isn't personal. And then he steps
Is it a challenge?
backwards and gestures for you to leave.
Well, sir, if that's a challenge, consider it accepted. And she'll kind of like meet his eyes for a long moment and kind of brush her long hair back over her shoulder and sweep out of the room and go back to the car. And when she's finally in the car, she'll heave the breath that she's been holding in this entire time because this man is freaking terrifying.
Sitting there contemplating to herself, did I just pick a fight with the god of war?
I mean, it's not the first time she has. Just this time she might lose. And then she'll continue on to the mall and find herself a really pretty dress in her signature color.
Purple.
And buy crafty stuff. Yeah, purple. Yeah. And then she'll buy crafty
if
stuff to make a
Theodros
mask.
shows up in purple and Millie shows up in green just to throw
Confuses
everybody off.
everybody.
Aha! Green Ranger! No.
Yes, I've heard of this color scheme. Something to do with Jared Leto.
I hate you so much. And then she'll buy like pretty stuff for a mask, and then like crafty stuff to make masks, and then she'll head back to the house. So she'll spend like most of the day out. She'll text the group chat, "You guys want me to bring home lunch?"
Daniel texts back a selfie, and there is like the entire staff of the mansion is standing outside at basically what has turned into an impromptu barbecue. He has not stopped working the hibachi. If you could bring some more cuts of pork and chicken, we are running out.
Alexander will
Beef
text back.
is
Oh,
covered.
Alexander will text back. I guess I'm paying.
You know full well I will reimburse you.
Theo will just be like, "Sure thing," money flying emoji. Doom through the street.
Just leans over to Daniel. Yeah, you're right. I really do need to stop enabling them.
Daniel pulls an entire like a Costco size like 9-pack of T-bones out of the pocket of the apron and starts grilling them all at once.
Sorry that took so long, guys. I had to get that out
No,
there.
that's-
I stole so much from Poseidon.
He'll
When
be a bro
someone
about
hands
it.
you an apron of holding, you fill it.
Winslow, when you finally come to after consuming at least one burrito in your sleep,
While sleeping. Yep.
Yep.
Still hungry.
you find a man standing over you.
Hello?
He steps back so that he's kind of
the staff?
no, but as he
It's
steps
Hermes.
back so that he provides some shade, it is indeed Hermes.
I know
Oh,
things.
what's up, bro? Cuz? I can't think in the morning. It's too.
Fam?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Fam works. What's up, fam?
I gave up trying to understand the family tree a long time ago.
Probably a good idea.
It's hard to understand a tree when it's more like a bush.
That is a fair assessment, yes. But I do have mail
More
for you.
manscaping. Oh. All right. Okay.
He hands you a box. Just cardboard. There's no writing on it. There's no paper or tape. And on
Can
top
you
of that,
tell me
there's
which
2
one?
letters. I can.
Will you?
No.
Please?
He turns,
There's a burrito.
smiles over his shoulder in a what could only be described as cheeky fashion. Toodlepip steps, and as he steps, before his foot touches on the ground, he disappears.
All right. What are the letters on the box?
One of the letters
Amazon.
just has a thunderbolt sealed in wax. The other letter isn't sealed, but you recognize the handwriting as your mother's.
And the box just plain up explodes.
The
I'll
box,
open the note from mom first.
the note from mum just says, keep doing what you're doing, and everything will turn out the way it should.
Right. You
Sorry.
I can't hear you.
Keep doing what you are doing, and everything will turn out the way it should. And then,
Alright.
P.S. Don't miss your tryouts.
Of course, she has to dig the needle. All right. Love you too, Mom. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. What did his Zeusina send me? I'll open the box.
The box isn't from Zeus. When you open it, you find a suit. It is crimson red. You look at it and you can tell straight away it would fit you perfectly. And on the top of it, there is a mask. It's gold, but doesn't have any other adornments. It's just a domino mask.
Is there a note with it?
There isn't a note with that, no.
It's nice. It's a nice suit.
The bomb. Get back.
The bomb suit.
Walk inside, toss the suit in my room, just yeet box. All right. Grab a shower, get dressed, and head out. I already have a plan. I'm gonna go to it's Atlantic City. There's a Spirit open year round. Going to the Spirit Halloween store. I'm buying a baseball head mask. Yeah.
You're opening the letter from Zeus?
Yeah, that and he's just gonna honestly think he's just gonna wear like his college team uniform, like baseball uniform. Like, so that's a nice suit, but I'm not feeling it. And after the shopping, because I've been got reminded about it, I'm also going to Ares' gym, but I'm joining the gym. It's been on my list for a while, and I finally have a minute to,
Much like when Thea walked in, you see all of the people working out. The front, as you walk in, you spent enough time in gyms to tell. The front, as mean as it may be to say, is for the posers, the people that are there to look good.
Mm-hmm.
As you get further in, you notice the people that are there to be
Work
good.
Yeah.
And what you notice as you get further and further in is that not just the physical builds, but the looks in people's eyes, the way they're always keeping an eye on the doors. These are all probably ex-military.
Well, I'm here. Gotta learn from the best.
Ares doesn't appear for you, whether he's still there. Who knows? But you do have, there is plenty of room to train, there's plenty of people to train with. And they're happy to do so, but they don't answer any questions or anything like that. They'll sort of point out where you can find things, but...
That's, yeah.
Okay.
Just here to train, for now.
Okay. Millie.
So when Millie does wake up and look at her list, and it's like, all right, I'll whittle that down later. She does pull out the skirt and the corset from the last party, and just like goes to town with safety pins. Safety pins. I can't remember the name of shit, apparently. And just like drapes some like beading off between them just to make it look a little bit more roughed up, but also a little bit more fun. And then she starts pulling out like all of this makeup that she had asked one of the staff to get her, and like some other little things that are kind of crafty. And she starts planning out how she's going to make her mask. But otherwise, she's she's gonna go and hunt down an energy drink somewhere if the staff is only giving her decaf.
4 cups in, like, why am I still sleepy?
She accidentally finds a Four Loko in a fridge.
Oh, no. A real Four Loko from
Yeah.
like 6 years ago when they had it. When they still had caffeine in them. I missed those.
As you open the fridge, you find a drink. You go to close it. The door swings shut. And in the space that the door was blocking, there is a man standing there. Tall, skinny. He holds in his hand a parcel. He's wearing
Is this
jogging
Hermes?
clothes. This is Hermes, yeah.
Oh, hey, do you know who I got to pay for this?
Yes?
Apparently I have one. Are you going to tell me?
No.
Aw.
Fucking
Sure.
Hermes.
If you would like, I
All
can
right,
deliver a message to
Give
them.
him a mail.
If you would like, I can deliver a message to them.
Well, I mean, hi,
Oh, you-
hey, I'm here. Give me a sign or something, I guess.
Hi, here. Hi, I'm here. Give me a sign or something, I guess. Yes, I can deliver that message.
Okay. And she'll take the parcel from him.
Inside the parcel, you find a pin, like a brooch. It's a crescent moon. And it appears like where the pin is, that it actually goes into the garment. It's a arrow head. Like an arrow with an arrowhead that sort of pierces through the cloth.
Oh, I love those.
Nifty.
I have been told to deliver it to you. And that somebody will watch out for it.
Okay. She pockets it in her My Little Pony pajama pocket. Well, have fun, I guess. Bye. And she'll Healy out because she totally just put her Heelys on for a
He
run.
sort of stops and watches as you heely past him. He's just kind of like, I must get myself a pair of those. And then turns, and as he turns, he just disappears.
Poor Loco in hand, I go.
Millie party never stops.
Daniel, other than your hibachi grill barbecue celebration extravaganza,
Let me pause my JJK Funk playlist. Daniel already has the body of his outfit set aside. It's a Mr. Negative piece. So like all white suit, pants and shoes, black jacket, white tie, or black shirt, white tie. As for his mask, he's going to go into his large collection of masks, which is obviously something he has, considering his like his main outfit going out into the city. It includes a plague doctor mask for the most part. So he's going into there to find one that isn't black, because a lot of them just are black because he designs them that way. He will find a blank one in the back of the room and start paint splotching it with like red, maybe some pink, a little bit of purple, some green, and then after setting that aside to cast and like dry, basically, he is going to sit in his art studio and meditate on his shoes.
Love that.
okay. You do find that as you're meditating, you do hear laughter. Quite sort of that childish, almost high-pitched laughter of somebody who's just a little bit too intoxicated.
Mm-hmm.
And Aphrodite comes stumbling through your art room.
Drunk Aphrodite.
Why won't these people ever leave me alone?
Drunk Aphrodite.
What do you want, Aphrodite?
She leans forwards just a little bit too close, or like kind of invading your
Daniel
personal
leans
space.
back and grimaces.
Hey, Daniel,
Yes.
is it okay if Irene stays over another night? Cool, thanks.
I did not say yes. I asked why.
She goes running out, and like her footsteps, it's just like slap as she's like stumbles.
Yarrick, put in place the ejection plan.
You see,
within 20 minutes, the butlers and wait staff have straight up just thrown the bed and wardrobe from that room out the window.
when you see Aphrodite go like out of the door swings open. You see Irene leaning forwards, trying to look through the doorway, and you see Aphrodite grab hold of her, and in that too loud whisper voice, she just says, "He says it's okay,"
I did not.
and they go running off.
Yeah, they'll return to a room that is no longer furnished and the window is broken.
We're gonna need a very special episode.
An episode where the staff of my mansion finally hunts all these intruders for sport.
That's a different episode. We have to have the intervention first.
Alexander, how do you guard yourself ready for battle with Amelia?
Full well knowing that no matter what I choose to wear, I'm not going to get to wear it. Alexander is just going to mentally prepare for having to spend an entire evening with Amelia. He'll do this by trying to comfort himself with some music. Yeah, that's about it, to be honest. He's just going to mentally prepare himself for the sheer excruciating pain that this evening is going to cause.
As it gets closer to the evening, people start coming back to the house and getting ready. You hear a knock upon your door. When you open it, it's empty. But when you turn back around, sitting on your bed is a man, tall, skinny, dressed in like workout clothes, a really nice pair of trainers on his feet, which you distinctly see a pair of wings embroidered into them.
Good evening, Hermes. I assume you have something for me.
I have your outfit for this evening.
Of course you do.
I was told that
Confirmation that Amelia knows Hermes.
should you wish to wear something else, you can, of course, do so. However, I was told verbatim, more drinks can be spilt.
Yes, I don't particularly fancy having another one of my outfits ruined. Let's take a look at this monstrosity then, shall we?
You open it to find what looks to be a safari outfit. There's a comfortable pair of boots. It's like khaki shorts, a shirt, a nice hat.
Is it a pith helmet?
Yep.
Now, feel free. I'm going to give you a moment here to edit this bit out. But Alexander will be like, what in the ever-loving fuck is this?
I believe it's your outfit for the evening.
No. No.
As I said, as I was told, more drinks can be spilt.
I mean, she can't be serious.
I believe she was dead serious. And please, if you wish, I will send her a message.
Verbatim, what I just said.
You hear another knock on the door.
To torture me.
You hear another knock on the door.
I open the door.
It swings open. There's nobody there, but when you turn back around, the box is there. It's open. The outfit is across the bed, and Hermes is gone.
He just Batman me. Was there any I assume there's a mask in the box as well.
You already had a fox mask.
I did. Cool. Alexander is going to sit there staring at the outfit and cry a little bit.
Oh, you poor boy.
And Winslow rolls by on Heelys, having finally remembered to buy a pair.
Alexander will slam the door, angry at the fact that other people were happy in his moment of sorrow.
Could I make another alertness check to get rid of this gosh dang snag?
And say not tonight, but remember that.
On my shoes.
Yep. When everybody gets together, they get in the car, they head to the ball masquerade. You find yourself outside of a large theatre. It looks a little bit run down on the outside, but there's lights, spotlights in the outside of the building. There's a red carpet outside the door. People are queuing up to get in, and a lot of people are just being turned away. Roll me alertness checks, all of you.
Oh,
Perception?
Alertness perception, yep.
To complete the ensemble, Winslow has dual catching gloves.
Alexander will turn up in a different outfit with the and just say, I don't know what
Where's my
happened.
cursor?
I went to put it on and it just spontaneously combusted.
Critical 24.
Regular 20.
He'll
14.
be wearing this dumb outfit.
So, Alexander, Thea, and Winslow, you notice that amongst the people not being turned around, you see horns atop heads that could be part of a costume, but you are certain that they're not. Everybody else sees the same thing. They see horns atop heads. They see cloven feet. But you three are certain that what you are seeing is real, not part of some elaborate disguise.
No.
There's just a ton of
That
sages
makes
there.
sense. I mean, it is a Dionysus
I
party.
mean, it is a Dionysus party.
Ain't no party like a Dionysus party, because a Dionysus party don't
At
stop.
a Dionysus party, you got people with horns. That's
And a Dionysus party don't stop.
That's true. And also that could be a problem for us later.
When you step inside, the doors swing open. It's a little humid. And what you notice immediately is that the inside of the theatre has been turned into a forest.
Oh, my outfit works
Oh,
And
that explains why you look so ridiculous, Alex.
indeed,
Says the guy in a baseball head.
There's full-sized trees, real trees that have grown through the floor, bursting with life.
That seems
There's
unnecessary.
moss. There's rocks. There's dirt. It's a forest hidden inside this theatre.
Were we ever told this was jungle themed? Did I miss that memo?
Just that it was a masquerade.
Hmm.
No, but I'm glad my outfit works. And Thea is in like a deep, rich forest green dress that kind of flares, and she has this like flower crown in her hair of like light pinks and oranges that has like little like starts and then it has like a veil that goes over her eyes instead of a full-on mask. And then she has like all these like flower motifs and whatnot, jewelry and whatnot. So like
This works just as well as the suit someone gave me that is in my room somewhere now. So this is fine.
someone gave you a suit.
Yeah. I got a letter from my mom, and then there was also a suit. I don't know if they're related. Hermes just delivered at the same time.
I
Interesting.
got this pin brooch thing of an arrowhead. I'm gonna guess it's from Artemis, but I don't know for sure.
I was wondering where you got that. That's really cute.
I mean,
And Hermes
Makes sense.
knows who my fucking parent is and won't tell me, but said
that sounds about right. Yeah.
I mean,
a
rude.
message.
Cagey bastard.
Millie and Thea, as you step through into this forest, as you begin to sort of walk through as part of the group, the two of you notice a woman. She just kind of like steps through the forest, light feet. She's wearing a gown, but you can't tell what color it is. It almost looks like the stars in the night sky are just shimmering across her.
Is it gold or is it blue?
I know that reference.
Winslow,
I'm too excited to care.
Alexander and Daniel, you do not see this woman. She walks like straight past the three of you. She is like for Millie and Thea, like you can see her hair almost brush across Winslow's face as it's caught in a gust of wind. And they just don't see.
I mean,
at all.
not his face against his baseball head mask.
Yeah.
Against his baseball head mask, yeah.
Better.
And for a moment, she looks across at you, Millie. Your eyes meet, and you can just tell that she's been looking for you. And that is where we're going to end.
Dun, dun, dun. Mother!
My girl! Ah! Best goddess.
Favorite moment for yourself, favorite moment for another player, starting with, I'm going to go Panic, who plays Daniel, because, yeah.
Okay, so no reason.
I mean, because like everybody else got like a big opening entrance moment, and then Daniel was just like, what are you doing?
The best moment for Daniel was telling everyone to get out of his house.
And
Nobody
no one
listening
listening.
to him. One day you will all wake up and your stuff will just be gone. And my favorite moment for someone else. Alexander hating other people having fun.
I mean, that is a good moment.
Michael, who plays Alexander.
What? 100%, that was my favorite moment for me. For someone else, there was a lot of good moments in this episode. It's probably the snake.
God damn it, Eve, you ruined all my plans.
God, Eve.
Don't blame Eve. Eve is precious, girl.
Eve is precious girl. Yep.
Also, I would
Listen,
just
the
like to
original
say-
Eve got blamed enough.
It's true, it's true.
It's fitting, yeah.
Accurate.
I would just like to say, if Amelia is trying to get Alexander to like her, this outfit is not the way to do it.
But you'd look, at home, and you've yet to see what Amelia is wearing.
Alexander does not care. It is an ugly costume.
Sabina,
Right,
who plays
Quartermain.
Thea.
Uh-huh. Oh. For someone else, just God, everyone's so great. I love these characters so much. oh god, can I just say everyone? I think it's just Daniel just being angry at everyone and just telling them all to get out. He's just so done.
Get out.
I'm tired of these people mooching off of me and showing no respect or kindness back.
For Thea, it's just her flirting with everyone. Because I was not going to play her this way, and then it just happened, and I'm like, well, here we go.
Thea just like sidles up to Aphrodite. It's like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, just slowly becoming Sarah.
Literally, it was like Aphrodite, and then like she kissed Alex on the cheek, but that was more of like a friend kiss on the cheek, and then Ares, and now she's like, damn, Artemis, and I'm like, what the fuck, girl? I don't know what's going on anymore, guys. Oh, and then
It's
Calypso
very
a little
Greek.
bit too, and I'm like,
I mean, someone's got to be the horny one, and it's not me this time.
apparently it's me now.
That is a lie. That is a
Whatever-
lie, and you know it.
Whatever you say, Snussy.
Well, I'm flirting with one,
Technically two.
not all.
Yeah.
One of them you were
technically two.
charmed, but you still flirted.
Hi guys, I am the flirt. This game.
I can't wait for Matt to have to censor what I just said. It's fine? Fantastic. I'm going to keep saying it.
Michael, who plays Winslow?
I think for someone else, it was getting the info dump from Millie as I'm like running down the beach. Like, oh, by the way, like, huh?
So what?
I can only imagine there was like a trip for a second.
I was just thinking that same thing. It's like,
Catching
what?
his feet, like, what? All right. And for me, it was just throwing the suit into the corner. I mean, like, I got plans.
Your plan is to look like a clown, and I'm with
Yep.
it.
Your mother is going to be thoroughly disappointed with you.
Hey, she said keep doing what I'm doing. I already had this plan. So I'm just following directions.
Killian, who plays Millie. Last but not least.
My favorite part for Millie was asking everybody if they knew who her godly parent was, and then Hermes being like, "Yeah, will you tell me?" No.
No. What's the fun in that?
My favorite moment for someone else was Daniel's hospitality at the beginning, like, not breaking the guesting law.
That was great.
Just in a continuous prattle of compliments that weren't really compliments.
Can you imagine someone shit-talking you to your face for 5 minutes straight and you can't do anything about it?
Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the lovely storytelling escapades.
It was so fun.
We will see you all soon with, what's going on at that party.
I'm wearing my Heelys to the ball.
Let's go gambling.
That may not go so well for you on the forest
dang
floor, but,
Aw,
you know.
Dang it. Aw, dang
They're
it.
walkable. I can walk in Heelys.
Daniel, for sure, if this place is dressed like a jungle, Daniel for sure is going to find a branch to crouch on like he's just a crow.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will see you again soon for more Masquerade Escapades.
Paper faces.
Masquerade Escapade. I like that. That's the episode.
I like that.
title.
I like
Masquerade
that.
Escapade.
I was gonna start singing Phantom of the
Parade.
Opera, but that works too.
Bye all.
Bye.
Bye.
Whoa.